Hello, everybody. I'm WCA3 Chief Meteorologist Kevin Leidy. We are tracking a little bit of severe weather out there here tonight, and we want to show you the latest on some severe thunderstorm warnings that have been issued here. And you can see a line of storms that is south of I-70. And we're talking about those storms kind of south of the Effingham area. And you can see we're talking about portions of Effingham County. You've got Jasper, Crawford County here. Let's go ahead and take this full for you. And you can see that is a look at the line of storms that currently has a severe thunderstorm warning associated with it. So we've got severe thunderstorm warnings that are in effect here until 8:15 p.m. Clay, Effingham, Jasper, and Richland County, as that entire area is moving to the south and east. So here's a little bit of a loop on this to show you the direction it is going. You can see that it is pushing east. And so you've got Clark County up here, but really the area of concern is going to be in the southeastern corner of Effingham County, the Mason, Lucas area, and then as you head further to the south along Highway 45, as you can see. So that's where the severe weather threat does exist. And just to widen it out, because I want to show everybody else, there's a large majority of you that I'm sure watching right now saying, okay, what about up here? As you can see, there's nothing going on up here, Champaign and Danville, as things, the front and this line of storms has formed south of I-74 and I-72. And now the biggest severe weather threat is down here with our line of storms, as I mentioned, coming into portions of Jasper and Richland counties, and again, the southeastern corner of Effingham County, and then you got Clay County there as well. So I know that there's a large part of you that maybe this does not affect you where you live. So appreciate you jumping on here, but just wanted to let you know that that severe weather threat is mainly going to be down here near I-70, south of that. So the rest of you, north of that, probably don't have to worry about a whole lot here tonight, which is some good news, but at least now you know about that. But we do have some viewers that live down here south, and that's where we've got the potential for some severe weather to occur as we go throughout tonight. Now, what I'm going to be doing here in a moment is we're going to be checking in with meteorologist Jack Gerfen, who is actually down. He's been down chasing some of these storms for us tonight. And so we're going to be checking in with him here in a second and see just what he is seeing. Kind of last time I checked, he was down near the Marshall area. And so we're going to check in with him here in just a moment. I'm going to make sure I've got contact with him, and then let him go ahead and chat with us here. And let's see here. I can bring up his shot, and you can see, wow, you can look at the lightning there. Just a ton of lightning on his view. That is in the SNK Storm Tracker, SNK Exterior Storm Tracker right now. And let's see if Jack is there. I'm going to see if he can hear us. Jack, if you're there, go ahead and talk to us.
All right, Kevin, this is meteorologist Jack Gerfen here in the Storm Tracker, and I am currently in the city of Marshall, driving south still on Illinois 1, and I've passed over where I-70, still going south, and I'm heading towards those lines of storms that have our warning out there right now. And I got to tell you, even though I'm north of the storm going south towards it, the amount of lightning strikes has been just incredible. In fact, you obviously are seeing the flashes of light from my camera. I'm not sure how good the resolution is on these, but I mean, I am seeing just direct strikes down to the ground, those cloud to ground, those CG lightning strikes, and they are well defined as they're coming on down. And so it's just been a very, very good lightning show here as I'm driving south, but obviously that means it's dangerous too, because lightning ends up being usually the most dangerous part of the storm. So again, I'm driving south on Illinois 1, trying to get to the Robinson area to try to get ahead of the storms as they come on through the southeastern corner of our viewing area there. And we got the warning that we're still streaming on, so technically I'm not in the warning area. But what I am going to be doing is trying to see if maybe those storms will then roll over me and we can then start to see what it will do in terms of any additional warnings. But right now I'm driving again towards the Robinson area, and I'm currently in Marshall, kind of on the south side of Marshall now. Going to get out of it here pretty soon, and I'll just head down Illinois 1, and I'll keep on tracking it. So I'll keep up to date with Kevin here, and I'm going to send it back to you, Kevin, as I get out of town here and kind of try to catch up and make some ground. But the lightning here, as you can see from my camera shot, there is a lot of it here. So we'll get a little closer to the storms. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Jack, thanks so much, man. And I'm just going to keep on his shot there because my goodness, the lightning with this is just incredible to watch. I mean, my goodness, it is just rocking and rolling down there. So again, we are monitoring. Look at that. Again, that's his view as he's heading towards those storms, those severe thunderstorm warned storms that are down there south of Clark County, which is where Jack, again, mentioned that he was actually located. He's south of that, and that warning is south of that into Jasper County. It is technically not into Crawford County, which is the county just south of him, but he's looking at just an incredible light show with those storms as they are moving through the area. I know we've got some of you that are watching us out there tonight. I'm just going to once again reiterate to everyone. I'm going to show you. We're going to jump off of his stream there for a second. We'll come back. Look at the rest of the state. Okay, there's nothing. Okay. You're up in Gibson City. Hey, for once, you don't have to worry about storms tonight. How about that? That's some great news. But Danville, Champaign, nothing. The line of storms is well to the south. Okay, you're down here south, in the southeastern corner of Clark County. So there's Casey right there. There's Marshall, where Jack was traveling, kind of south there. And so the worst of it is south and west of that. That's really with this line that's coming out of Effingham County. So south of Mason and Lucas there. I'm going to be heading down towards the Clay City area. That whole thing is diving to the south and to the east. Here's a little bit of a loop. Put it on there. You can see there it is. But, eventually, yeah, you get into Crawford County. That may be coming towards you. But this is mainly a southern show. But, I just got to go back to Jack's. Let's go back to Jack's camera view here. Let me see here. I'm going to, where did he go? Here he is. Well, getting, of course, a little bit of, he's getting out of town there, so the signal may drop a little bit, but you can see just the constant flashing of lightning that we've got there. Again, he's in the S&K exterior storm tracker, constant lightning, and that's what we can show here with this as well, is I'll show you the lightning with this. You've got storms here that are just putting on an incredible, here we go, I'm going to turn on the lightning strikes with this. That is a lot of lightning there with all of that. I mean, especially look at this storm, as you can see. Wow, look at all of those. That's just a ton of lightning. Almost constant lightning that we've got here. I'll take it full for you so you can kind of see it even better. Wow. Let's see here. We will turn this on so we just show lightning strikes, because this is what makes it interesting, just in the past 3 minutes. So each one of those is just a lightning strike in the past 3 minutes. You're looking at a lot of lightning along this line of storms. And where Jack was located, he, again, was south of Marshall, so he's looking at all of those lightning strikes. So you're getting, quite a bit of that. Again, all of this moving to the south and east. And I will reiterate again, because we get people that come on here and then they want to know about, the rest of the area. This is a southern part of our viewing area. And I know some of you are maybe going, okay, I don't really care because these storms are not even close to me, but we cover a very large viewing area. We care about everybody out there that we cover. That includes those of you down to Effingham, Jasper, Clay, Crawford counties, and Richland County down there. So we are here for you guys, and that's why we're kind of letting you guys know what's going on. But this line of storms that is currently producing severe weather, again, is south of I-70. It's south of Effingham, but it is putting on a pretty remarkable light show, as we are seeing, as Jack is out there. Looks like his shot frozen there, so we'll have to jump back with him here in a second when he returns for us. So we'll just have to kind of show you the radar. I'm just curious, is anybody that's watching us down there here on the live stream. If you are on the live stream, I know some of you are chatting, you're commenting. I can see some of your comments over here. If you are down in that general area, let us know, and then we can kind of pinpoint our broadcast here to your area, because I know maybe not a lot of you, but if you're down in the Effingham, Jasper, Crawford, Richland County areas, let us know. Type it in the chat here, and we will maybe focus in on your area even more if you're down there, just to kind of give you guys an idea of what these storms are doing. But this is down here the only area, not quite over there into Crawford County, but you got the Robinson area, and we've got some people down there, West Liberty. It's kind of my old stomping grounds when I worked in the Terre Haute market and went down to school down in Vincennes. Know the area down there. Of course, Highway 50 coming west there out of the Vincennes area. And so again, this is south of I-70, but that's definitely where we've got the storms that we are keeping an eye on for you here tonight. So we'll be checking back in with Jack here. I'm going to see if his shot came back up yet. Again, I think he's getting into kind of a rural area, so we're getting kind of just a picture that comes in and out. So we'll check in with him when he comes back. Hey, we've got somebody out there in, let's see here. Bradley says he's down in Jasper County. So what we'll do is, we're in Jasper County. Are you located? Are you in the Newton area? Because that's where we've got a pretty good little storm right there. We'll zoom back down in on that. So from Newton, let's see here. So here comes Newton. It should be popping up on the screen there. I'm not sure why that Wade is popping up there. That's literally kind of where we're at, but that storm right there, just to the west of Oblong, Illinois, the Robinson, Illinois area. That storm right there has got a lot of lightning. Here comes the lightning. I'll switch it on. Look at all those lightning strikes. I'm just going to do, I like doing this. I like counting the lightning strikes that we've got. The little box here will count all of these up. And wow, 526 lightning strikes. See the little box here? We'll move it over here for you. 526 lightning strikes. That is a lot. That's a very electrically charged storm that's got a ton of energy with it. And, anytime you've got things like that, you've got, a really, really good storm. Let's see here. Reading your comments, Dustin, just lightning in Effingham, no rain. You got somebody down Newton. Okay, so yeah, Bradley is in Newton, so there you go. Yeah, lightning strikes were pretty wild there. Says Den Wade Township is Newton. Yeah, I just don't know why I wasn't showing up Newton on the radar. Should have said Newton instead of just Wade. But regardless, down near the Hidalgo area is D. So there we go. All right, so we're going to track these storms for you. And hopefully maybe we can check back in with Jack here, and let's check his shot, see if he's back up yet. Oh, there he is. Okay. Let's see if I can't get to him. All right. I'm in contact with Jack now. He is in the storm. So let's see. Let's see if Jack's there, and we will chat with him and see what he's got.
All right, Kevin, I'm going to go ahead and talk here. This is meteorologist Jack Griffin. I am still in the storm tracker here, traveling south on Illinois 1, trying to head towards the Robinson area right now, and I'm now definitely in some torrential rains, struggling to see, even going 35 miles an hour. So we are traveling at a much safer speed here, definitely way below the speed limit, but we still have a ton of lightning with these storms, and now getting really into the heavy rain. For a while there, it was really coming down, but we're being nice and safe here, the storm tracker. It's got good tires and everything, so we're good. Kind of letting up here a little bit, as you can tell. But we do have a lot of little debris on the road in terms of lots of little leaves here and there because of the gusty winds associated with these storms. I've not been able to check the radar because I've been driving, but at last check I was still east and ahead of the storms that have the warnings on them. And but I'm heading down in that direction to try to get them to essentially come to me. And so really just been noticing, besides the heavy rain that's really picked up and now is kind of letting up currently, still remains all that lightning. The lightning has been very, very bright. We've had a lot of cloud-to-ground lightning where you see the individual bolts latching down and just flashing continuously at the same spot. So it's been a very good lightning show. But as of right now, it's kind of mainly behind me. So I'm going to wait here and kind of assess my situation down here and keep on going towards the Robinson area to see if we have an additional warning that will come through. When I was driving through the thick of it, I did not have much in the way of anything too gusty with my winds or anything like that, but still a lot of heavy rain and a lot of lightning as these storms are working their way down in the southeastern corner of our viewing area along the I-70 corridor. So I'm going to send it back into you, Kevin. I'm going to pull off here and just get my bearings straight in terms of checking out the radar, and I will either keep on going or change my direction here when I get a chance. But I'm going to send it back to you.
All right. Perfect. Thank you, Jack. So there he is. He's in the storm tracker. He is tracking those storms for us, letting us know kind of what he is seeing down there. We are going to continue to monitor his feed and, just kind of see what he gets down there. Again, he is well south. He's actually just northeast of the line of severe storms. Let me click back over here to us, and we will go from his shot back over to the radar, and we'll check in with him here in a little bit. But I just want to show you exactly kind of the area that we're focused in on. So Jack was coming out of the Marshall area. He was heading south. He's probably was driving through some of this stuff down near the Walnut Prairie area. I think he's potentially going to be shooting south there, and we'll take this back full so you can see it all the way. He is going to be bringing us maybe some coverage as that storm gets towards the Robinson area. Okay, so there is Newton. So Newton is right here in the Wade Township area. So he's probably going to be shooting down this way towards Robinson. So he was looking at these storms over here. And the severe weather is actually with this line, as you can see, that stretches down here into portions of the southeast portions of Effingham County and into Clay County there, and Jasper County. That's got that severe thunderstorm warning associated with it. So diving to the south and east is this entire line. And yes, for many of you that watch us in other parts of the viewing area, you don't have anything. No severe weather for you, but we are still keeping an eye on all of our friends that are down south and near I-70 and south of the I-70 area. So yeah, if you are up in Springfield, Decatur, Danville, Champaign, you don't have to worry about any severe weather. These are going to be for our folks that are down south of I-70, Jasper, Crawford County there eventually, and Clay counties with our line of thunderstorms kind of moving through. But as always, we like to, we cover the whole area, and you can count on us to do that. So here's another look at the loop of storms there. We'll see if this kind of gets into the Crawford County area here before too long. We're kind of seeing this development here south and east. There's been a little bit of a breakup here in the storms, you can see right about through here. So we'll see. And again, Jack is pretty much, he just came through this area in the storm tracker, and I think he's maybe kind of coming down here, seeing if these storms can do anything. But that's kind of the general area that we are monitoring. Let's see what the Weather Service says. Not much of an update from them. They've got the severe thunderstorm warning until 8:15. That's another 17 minutes or so. About another 17 minutes is how long this warning is going to last. But again, so far here, the big story, heavy rainfall and a lot of lightning. These things are prolific lightning producers. Jack was talking about just how much cloud to ground lightning he was seeing with those storms as they were coming through. So He's watching that. And again, as you get south on Highway 45, you're going to find some really heavy rainfall and that lightning there as well. It looks like even south of Casey now and kind of out of Clark County. We'll see if this develops, a little bit more to the north and east or not. But right now, that does not seem to be the case. All right, it is approaching 8 o'clock here at 7:59 p.m. Thanks to everybody who did jump in here on our live stream, as always, giving you guys that severe weather coverage, no matter where it is in our area. We've not had any reports of any damage or anything. Radar estimate, and the radar, we're kind of on the edge of the radar there. When we get kind of that far to the south, we may even switch over to our Evansville radar. It may give us a better view of the storms. Looks like maybe a little bit of hail in there. That could be coming into the Newton area. Wouldn't be surprised if there's a little bit of hail in Newton with our storms. But definitely some strong thunderstorms that will continue to pack a punch here tonight. Again, we'll continue to monitor things with Jack out there in the storm tracker. Good news is that many of you that are north of this area, you don't have much to worry about as the storms formed kind of south of I-74 and I-72. So it's kind of taken away the threat of storms for other locations that we thought maybe you could see some storms tonight, but they have not. So that's some good news. So for, let's just put it this way, 90% of our viewing, hey, there's Newton that just finally popped up. For 90% of our viewing area, no storms for you. But if you're down near Newton right now, that's a pretty good little storm. Heading towards the Willow Hill area as well, along Highway 33. And we widen that view out there. And that's going to be, you're getting to US 50 there now. The Olney area, West Liberty. And we've got some people that did chime in on our live stream and said that they are located down there. So again, we're tracking a line of severe thunderstorms impacting the far southern corner of the WCA3 viewing area. A small few of you being impacted by this, but nevertheless, we still want to come on and let everybody know about this. We'll see if they continue this warning or not, but we've not had any reports of anything. See if Jack is on the move again or not. Looks like, yeah, well, the shot was there for a second. There he is, kind of going in and out. We'll see what his plan is going to be, but we've got this warning that's in effect for another 13 minutes or so. But there again is the wider view of things in Champaign. Danville, Springfield, Decatur, all dry. Maybe another little warning out into central and northeastern Indiana, northeast of Indianapolis. But the only warnings we've got is with our line of storms down here south of Effingham. A lot of rain, a lot of lightning. Here comes the lightning again. As you can see, all of those little icons indicating a lightning bolt that has occurred here in the past. Let's say those are going to be 15 minutes, but let's just go to 3 minutes. So there's your latest lightning strikes. As they pop up on the screen there, as they kind of bounce up, those are going to be the newest lightning strikes. So you can see there's Newton, where you've probably just definitely had some very close lightning strikes there in the city. Look at that. I bet you if you're Newton right now, you are hearing that thunder. It is rumbling pretty good because those, and what we can do is we can make them smaller here. So it looks like they're, and these, I tell you, the radar does a really good job, our lightning tracker, to show exactly where these lightning strikes were. And you can kind of see when we make them smaller, it kind of puts them right down to the street level there. And you can see, so just kind of on the north side of town there, you just had 3 lightning strikes in the past 3 minutes. And so you're probably definitely hearing that thunder and putting on quite the light show down there in the Newton County area. Hail in Newton, so there you go. There's a Bradley telling us about hail in Newton there. Hey Bradley, what's the size of the hail that you've got down there? Be curious to know what your hail size is. Are we talking pea-size hail? Let me know, because I'd be curious to hear that hail size. I might need to switch. I'm going to switch over our radar. We've got Evansville piped in here. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, we're going to switch over to that. Similar view, it looks like, but still may be able to give us a better vantage point by looking at this. This is the radar in southwestern Indiana. And so many of you actually may be seeing lightning even further away. I get this question quite often. A lot of people ask me about heat lightning. You know, what is heat lightning? So essentially, heat lightning is nothing more than lightning that is too far away for you to hear the thunder from. It's nothing to do with, you know, oh, it's just hot out, and so you've got lightning in the distance, and the heat is causing it. It's not called that. Got the term heat lightning because this happens a lot in the summertime. You can get storms, you know, 50, 60 miles away, and because you don't have any clouds or anything else hindering your view between you and the thunderstorm, you can see the lightning because light will travel further than sound. The sound waves get buffered and eventually kind of fade away, while light travels a lot further, and so you can see the lightning, but you won't hear the thunder because that rumble kind of fades away as you go longer into a distance there. So for example, the storms that are producing a ton of lightning, you know, 30 miles from Charleston, you probably can see the lightning from Charleston if you're looking to the south. Maybe sometimes as much as, you know, 60 or 70 miles. If you're in the Champaign area or Danville, you might be able to see the lightning from those storms that are even off into Indiana there as well. So again, heat lightning is what is the general term that a lot of people like to use, but literally it is just lightning from a thunderstorm that is too far away for you to actually hear the thunder. There are actually thunderstorms that are out there, again, but a lot of times if you don't hear the thunder and you see the lightning from far away, then that storm is really far away from you. So a little explanation there of something that I get asked about a lot. You know, what is heat lightning? Is this heat lightning? Does the summer heat cause that? No, it just happens to be that this happens a lot in the summertime with thunderstorms. Okay, enough about that. Let's see what we got here. We'll zoom back down in on our line of storms. Pretty good little storm there that just moved through Newton. Not sure if Bradley is in there, but hey, thank you, Rocky. Good stuff on the heat lightning. Appreciate it. I get that question a lot, so that thing kind of comes up a lot for me. So I was like trying to explain that to people. It's just you can't hear the thunder as the sound fades away, but you can definitely see the light because light travels further than sound. Hail in Newton. Bradley, I never got a report from you as the hail size that you had down in Newton. So they have continued the severe thunderstorm warning through 8:15 p.m. So still tracking that storm there. They may have some hail associated with it. So Newton over towards Willow Hill. I will admit, I can't remember, but south of Newton is it St. Marie? Is it just St. Marie that's down there and south of Willow Hill? In the Louisville area, seeing that activity as well. That's into Clay County. But as we once again bring the view wider, not much going on for areas in the north. Let's see, do I have a camera view to the south? I'm going to try to potentially prove my point here. So that's Mattoon. The problem is we're looking west. I may not be able to see the lightning. So, and I can't move that camera. Okay. We're going to bring up the Decatur camera. And let's see here. If I can point that to the south and east, we might be able to see some of those lightning strikes as I was talking about. So let's see if I can move the camera around. We'll check in with Jack here in a little bit. Sorry, it's dark out, I know. Get my bearings straight here. We're gonna have to look south and east. That's a pretty good distance there from Decatur, but the lightning is still pretty good. It seems to be kind of tampering down here a little bit here until I can get my position on that all correct. I'll save you guys the black darkness there and bring it back over the radar. See our storm there in Newton. Pea-sized. So pea-sized hail. Bradley finally got back to us. He said pea-sized hail in Newton with that storm as it moved through. So thanks to everybody joining us here. It's 8:10 p.m. on this Tuesday night. Luckily, we're not dealing with the same kind of severe weather, the widespread severe weather that we had a week ago, which is when Gibson City got hit again with severe storms. So luckily we don't have that going on for us tonight. So that's obviously some good news. Yeah, Tim says nice night in Robinson, Illinois. Yeah, or I'm sorry, Roberts, Illinois, not Robinson. Robinson actually, could get some storms, but Roberts. Yeah, it is pretty calm there in the Roberts area tonight. That is for sure. Let's see if we've got Jack's shot again. Well, there's Jack in the storm tracker. Looks like he's not in the rain. We can see the lightning, though. Let's see if he can talk to us again. Okay, we might lose a signal, but let's give it a shot. All right, Jack in the storm tracker. Let's see if we can pipe him in and see what he has to say.
All right, thanks, Kevin. Meteorologist Jack Griffin once again in the storm tracker, and I am right now approaching the Robinson area right now. Got a lot of lightning still, but it's actually a dry drive, which is nice. And basically, I'm just waiting for these storms to now arrive in the area. The warning is off to my west, and so I'll likely wait and see what I have to do in terms of the next warning, if there is to be a new warning, and kind of go from there. But working my way towards the Robinson area right now just to get ahead of the storms, and we'll kind of wait for them to essentially what we call roll us, which is when the storms go right over us. So in the Robinson area right now, just got a lot of flashes of lightning still from the storms they're technically behind me. It's lighting up the sky, but these lightning strikes are technically behind me and off to my west. And so these will be approaching the area here within the next about 20 to 30 minutes or so. But we'll see if there's a new warning that gets put out here that would include my area. But just enjoying the drive. It's nice that it's dry out currently. But we have had no warnings this evening until these ones that we have right now. It's been one of the more quiet storm days that we've seen in a while. And so out in the storm tracker, didn't really have much to look at. There has been some rain showers and storms that I was in the kind of the Chrisman to Paris area, kind of in that little area there, again along Illinois 1, which is what I'm still on technically. But right now I'm in the Robinson area, and I'm just going to be waiting for these storms to kind of hit me here and see. I can tell that from information that the warning has been allowed to expire, and so we will see if there's going to be a new one that comes out or not. But I'll be ready for them where these storms come on through, and I'm going to send it back to you, Kevin, in the studio. If we're still streaming, I'll most likely be parked somewhere next time you come to me, so I can actually use my cameras. Just with all the lightning and everything, I don't want to use the spotlight just because it is really, really bright here in the car. So I'll send it back to you in the studio, Kevin, and we'll see if we get a new warning that comes on out.
All right. Thank you so much, Jack Griffin in the Storm Tracker. We are pushing the limits here today on the old Storm Tracker. We got you covered all the way down south. You know, we don't just cover, the Champaign area. We got you all the way down there. So thanks to Jack, who is putting in the time and effort and work to be down there here tonight. Just keeping an eye on the storms and letting us know what he is seeing down there. We'll come off his shot there while he kind of gets situated. And so far, that little line has not continued to develop there into Crawford County there. Again, he's there in Robinson. Those storms are just off to his west. And so they may wind up missing him if they don't kind of redevelop. Kind of surprised that, this area right through here just kind of faded away, because you can kind of see there's a whole line of storms right along here. There's a break, and then things are really kind of kick back up there. So there goes that warning that expired at 8:15. Let's see here. Weather Service. There's some 55-mile-an-hour winds showing up in Clay County, but they're pretty high up. Just not confident they're going to be all the way down to the surface, so they've gone ahead and let the warning expire. So no longer are we severe thunderstorm warned on our cell here. That storm came through pretty good down near the Newton area. Probably got some gusty winds and a little bit of hail in there. But so far, nothing over here, the Crawford County, the Robinson area, and that whole line is going to dive to the south and east. Here's the rest of you. Nothing doing up here to the north, and we're not concerned about those other areas, okay? So there's a look at what we've got here, and since we don't have any more warnings right now, we're going to jump off, and we will keep the stream going here just briefly in case some of you who are on here and want to chat with each other and or just kind of keep an eye on the radar. I'll at least keep it up, and then any other warnings get issued or something, we will let you know. But if we don't see you guys the rest of tonight, there's Jack in the Storm Tracker again. We'll be keeping an eye on his shot and seeing what he's got. But if we don't see the rest of you here again tonight, I just want to say thanks for dropping by and joining us with our coverage of severe weather. It's been moving through parts of Central Illinois. As always, download the WCA3 Weather app. The app is where you get the latest alerts. Those warnings come right there. They pop up on their radar. The radar is really good on that, too. I got to admit, we made some changes and updates to it, so you can check that out. Download that. All right, guys. Thanks for popping on here with us. I appreciate each and every single one of you. We are going to just kind of leave the radar up, and we'll keep you guys up to date if any other warnings get